Rabbit Ride, Houston, Texas.
Brett Heichman, Lindsborg, Kansas.
Caden Bartlett, Amber, Oklahoma.
Caleb Stoll, Litchfield Park, Arizona.
Tatum Ferguson, Nassau, Bahamas.
Connor Leach, Erie, Colorado.
Dalton Woody, Cibolo, Texas.
Dave Milburn from Lincoln, Nebraska. David Berzins, Houston, Texas.
Dave Ryan, Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Dayton Watkins, Valley Center, Kansas.
Grant Bloyer, Winfield, Kansas.
Hudson Smith, Waukomis, Oklahoma.
Hugo Kinabuchi, San Diego, California.
Ian Leckie, Overland Park, Kansas.
Justin Durnall, I'm from Windsor, Colorado.
Kalen Haynes, Trophy Club, Texas.
Kendall Theory, Westlake, Louisiana.
Malachi Swartz, Overland Park, Kansas.
Naoki Kizumura, Tokyo, Japan.
Natty Solomon, Harrisonburg, Virginia.
Nick Platten from Adelaide, Australia.
Noah Roberts, Wichita, Kansas.
Omar Aguilar, Panama City, Panama.
Quinn Gettle, Joplin, Missouri.
Robert Salcedo, Puerto Rico.
Yusei Hando from Japan.
Tate Winfield, Kerrville, Texas.
Weston Murrow, Wichita, Kansas.
Yusuke Fuji, Japan.
Zach Duncan, Okima, Oklahoma.
Rabbit Ride, Houston, Texas.
Brett Heichman, Lindsborg, Kansas.
Caden Bartlett, Amber, Oklahoma.
Caleb Stoll, Litchfield Park, Arizona.
Tatum Ferguson, Nassau, Bahamas.
Connor Leach, Erie, Colorado.
Dalton Woody, Cibolo, Texas.
Dave Milburn from Lincoln, Nebraska. David Berzins, Houston, Texas.
Dave Ryan, Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Dayton Watkins, Valley Center, Kansas.
Grant Bloyer, Winfield, Kansas.
Hudson Smith, Waukomis, Oklahoma.
Hugo Kinabuchi, San Diego, California.
Ian Leckie, Overland Park, Kansas.
Justin Durnall, I'm from Windsor, Colorado.
Kalen Haynes, Trophy Club, Texas.
Kendall Theory, Westlake, Louisiana.
Malachi Swartz, Overland Park, Kansas.
Naoki Kizumura, Tokyo, Japan.
Natty Solomon, Harrisonburg, Virginia.
Nick Platten from Adelaide, Australia.
Noah Roberts, Wichita, Kansas.
Omar Aguilar, Panama City, Panama.
Quinn Gettle, Joplin, Missouri.
Robert Salcedo, Puerto Rico.
Yusei Hando from Japan.
Tate Winfield, Kerrville, Texas.
Weston Murrow, Wichita, Kansas.
Yusuke Fuji, Japan.
Zach Duncan, Okima, Oklahoma.
Adriana Ruiz from Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Amy Bertado from Whittier, California. Anissa Aguilar, Hacienda Heights, California. Cassidy King from Cochranville, Pennsylvania. Chelsea Smith, Tacoma, Washington.
Jenna Garcia, Hutchinson, Kansas.
Jenna Schneider from Lodi, California.
Jesse Miranda from Turlock, California.
Kaylin Lastly from Salina, Kansas.
My name is Alexis Avalos, and I'm from Yucaipa, California.
Madison O'Brien, Zuni, Virginia.
Malia Sandy from Girard, Kansas.
Paige Biddle from Sacramento, California.
Reese McCrary from Sacramento, California.
My name is Sadie Leatherman, and I'm from Couts, Indiana.
Shay Hoover, Potwin, Kansas.
Adriana Ruiz from Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Amy Bertado from Whittier, California. Anissa Aguilar, Hacienda Heights, California. Cassidy King from Cochranville, Pennsylvania. Chelsea Smith, Tacoma, Washington.
Jenna Garcia, Hutchinson, Kansas.
Jenna Schneider from Lodi, California.
Jesse Miranda from Turlock, California.
Kaylin Lastly from Salina, Kansas.
My name is Alexis Avalos, and I'm from Yucaipa, California.
Madison O'Brien, Zuni, Virginia.
Malia Sandy from Girard, Kansas.
Paige Biddle from Sacramento, California.
Reese McCrary from Sacramento, California.
My name is Sadie Leatherman, and I'm from Couts, Indiana.
Shay Hoover, Potwin, Kansas.
Adriana Ruiz from Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Amy Bertado from Whittier, California. Anissa Aguilar, Hacienda Heights, California. Cassidy King from Cochranville, Pennsylvania. Chelsea Smith, Tacoma, Washington.
Jenna Garcia, Hutchinson, Kansas.
Jenna Schneider from Lodi, California.
Jesse Miranda from Turlock, California.
Kaylin Lastly from Salina, Kansas.
My name is Alexis Avalos, and I'm from Yucaipa, California.
Madison O'Brien, Zuni, Virginia.
Malia Sandy from Girard, Kansas.
Paige Biddle from Sacramento, California.
Reese McCrary from Sacramento, California.
My name is Sadie Leatherman, and I'm from Couts, Indiana.
Shay Hoover, Potwin, Kansas.
And welcome, everyone, to Oswald Field here on the campus of Heston College. Rusty Witcher with you here on the Lark Network. Soon to be joined by Shower Boy Ian Leckie, we think. He's taking his time. Larks are hosting Butler Community College, the first time the Grizzlies have ever ventured over here to Oswald Field. And this is the middle of a 4-game set. The Larks and the Grizzlies played at 2 on Thursday, with the Grizzlies victorious in both, 10-8, and I believe 13-1 in the second. So getting closer and closer to our first pitch, we'll take a look at the batting order for the Grizzlies. Patrick Bethea to lead things off, followed by Joshua Cox. He plays left field. Right fielder Javier Pena, batting third, with Parker Bass, the first baseman, batting cleanup. Designated hitter Colby Standard will bat fifth, followed by third baseman Austin Portner. In the sixth hole. Colby Deville, the shortstop, bats seventh, with Noah Argenta, the catcher, batting eighth, and Jack Mackey, the second baseman, rolling the order over from the 9 hole. Defensively for the Larks, Tate Winfield will be out in left, David Berzins in center, Noah Roberts in right. Nariki Fujimura over at third base, Robert Salcedo at shortstop, Yusei Hando at second, and Kalen Haynes at first base. Caleb Stoll behind the dish, and Huddy Smith getting the start, as we are not sure what we're waiting on. Both teams ready to go. I'm not entirely sure what we're waiting on. But hey, fans, either you're a fan, if you're a fan of the Grizzlies, fan of the Larks, we'd love to hear from you. I'm a pretty social guy. I'd love to hear from you. Send us a text, 620-217-1465. Questions, comments, feedback about our live broadcast here of Lark Baseball. Love to hear from you. So phone is on, phone is ready, so go ahead and text away. Make sure it's on vibrate. No one wants to hear my silly ringtones. So Larks and Grizzlies, and then we will have, let me take a quick look here at the Lark schedule coming up. We will have softball on the 16th with Sterling JV in the house, and I believe baseball is scheduled for Thursday the 18th before Easter weekend, with Kansas Wesleyan University's hybrid junior varsity coming to town on Thursday. 2 7-inning games here on tap for you today. Weather not exactly what I'd call ideal, but it's not too bad. It's been worse. It's been better. It's 46 degrees here at game time. Wind, what you can't tell, it is blowing out to right field, straight out to right. Not familiar with Oswald Field, it's 275 down the lines, 350 to the alleys, and 390 to center, which on some days, since it faces directly south, could be as many feet as 700. It's sometimes when the wind is howling in, it takes an epic shot. But wind blowing out today, I could see some fireworks here, as Butler County has a couple guys just tearing the cover off the ball. Joshua Cox has 10 home runs, 30 runs driven in. Javier Pena has 10 home runs and 29 driven in. Bethea is not too far behind with 5 and 26. So there's power across the board in the outfield for Butler. Huddy taking the hill today. Hudson on the season, he's 1-4, 33 innings pitched. Hudson has given up 33 hits, 26 runs, 21 of which were earned, walked 13, and struck out 31. Huddy has also allowed 8 home runs and leads the team with a 5.73 ERA. So those are Hudson's numbers, and the first batter he will do battle with will be Patrick Bethea. Bethea, the sophomore outfielder, 39 for 121 on the season, 7 doubles, 2 triples, 5 home runs, 26 runs batted in. He's walked 29 times and 24 times and struck out 29 times. So we are getting closer and closer for action here from Oswald Field. Hudson takes in his last few warm-up throws. Again, send us a text, 620-217-1465. As Ian finally decided to show up. So did Kendall, right as we're about to approach the first pitch. So again, questions, comments, feedback for our broadcast, let me know. Ian will answer life questions. He's like that. He'll be glad to help you. So Shower Boy's with us. Hi, Shower Boy.
Oh, how are you, Rusty?
Doing well, Ian. How about yourself, man?
Oh, well, it takes a while to get a haircut that they messed up to make it look good for the day.
Who messed it up?
Oh, let me tell you, Rusty, it was a mess. Sports clip. Some lady took it way too short. Way too short.
Okay.
A little spiky in some places, and right.
Oh, you're still styling profiling, my friend.
Oh, thank you.
Patrick Bethea to lead things off here for the Grizzlies in their purple. And Ian's on the computer. Away we go. Here from Oswald Field with the wind blowing out to right field. The first pitch is a ball down low to Bethea. Again, questions, comments, feedback about our live broadcast. We'd love to hear from you. Your number is right there on screen above the scoreboard. And Hudson misses down low, and quickly 2 balls, no strikes to Bethea. The Grizzlies on the season, they've drawn 167 walks. Bye, Kendall. And there's a strike from Hudson on the fastball. The count now 2 balls, 1 strike.
Kendall was walking up, and he says, "It's a nice outfit, Kendall. What's the occasion?" He goes, "I heard it's a big day." He goes, "I'm making my debut on the mic."
Is that right? Well, I'll get the third headset up and ready to go. And there's a strike from Hudson. And the count now 2 balls, 2 strikes. You know, he talked a big game, but has yet to step up.
That's the truth.
The 2-2. And a swing and a miss, and Hudson striking out Bethea, and that will bring up Joshua Cox, the leading hitter on this Grizzly team. 44 for 129 on the season, 8 doubles, 1 triple, 10 bombs, and 30 runs driven in. Walked 13 times, 30 strikeouts, but hitting .341, slugging .651. And the first pitch, a fly ball, center field. David Berzin's going back. And Berzin's camping underneath it, making the play. And 2 outs for Javier Pena. Pena, the sophomore middle infielder, 39 for 123, 7 doubles, 2 triples, 10 home runs, and 29 runs driven in. With a .317 batting average at the top. This lineup is dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of numbers here for the Grizzlies. So Pena digging in. And Hudson with a breaking ball for a strike.
Russ, did you see how the Oklahoma State KU game went yesterday?
No, I did not.
Oh, well, Oklahoma State kind of rattled them.
Did they?
It was a 27-6 ball game.
Okay. This breaking pitch stays upstairs, and the count 1 ball, 1 strike. That's a lot of runs.
It is, especially we had just gotten back from watching Wichita State play Oklahoma State, and Oklahoma State only had 1 run. It was a 1-0 ball game. Very good ball game. So to
pop straight up on the infield. Kalen Haynes on the charge. Caleb Stoll there. And Kalen can't make the play, and it will drop in as an error, and Pena is aboard. Miscommunication there between Caleb and Kalen.
a little run in there, too. Caleb got a little stuck on the runner.
Parker Bass coming to bat. Bass, 312 on the season, 39 for 125. 15 doubles. He leads the Grizzlies with 15 2-bags. And the lefty Hudson misses inside our count 1 ball. Softball team's on the road today. They're traveling to Coffeyville.
Heard Amy now leads the Jayhawk Conference with home runs?
With 11. That one outside. Runner going. And it's tag in and they catch. Pena stealing. A diving tag from Robert on the late break. And the Larks get out of the inning. No score. We will take a break and be back after this here on the Lark Network.
Adriana Ruiz from Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Amy Bertado from Whittier, California. Anissa Aguilar, Hacienda Heights, California. Cassidy King from Cochranville, Pennsylvania. Chelsea Smith, Tacoma, Washington.
Jenna Garcia, Hutchinson, Kansas.
Jenna Schneider from Lodi, California.
Jessie Miranda from Turlock, California.
Kaylin Lastly from Salina, Kansas.
My name is Alexis Avalos, and I'm from Yucaipa, California.
Madison O'Brien, Zuni, Virginia.
Malia Sandy from Girard, Kansas.
Paige Biddle from Sacramento, California.
Reese McCrary from Sacramento, California.
My name is Sadie Leatherman and I'm from Couts, Indiana.
Shay Hoover, Potwin, Kansas.
Adriana Ruiz from Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Amy Bertado from Whittier, California. Anissa Aguilar, Hacienda Heights, California. Cassidy King from Cochranville, Pennsylvania. Chelsea Smith, Tacoma, Washington.
Jenna Garcia.
And welcome back here to Oswald Field as Nariki Fujimara pops the first pitch he sees up, and it's a long run that tails in the wind, but Pena coming on and making the play.
What happened with our batter's box, Rusty? Well,
geometry is hard. That's on Caden Bartlett. Robert Salcedo coming to bat now for the Larks. Caleb Stoll will bat third. Noah Roberts batting cleanup. In the 5-hole DH, Omar Aguilar. Yusei Hando batting 6th. Kalen Haynes batting 7th. David Berzins batting 8th. And Tate Winfield batting 9th. Cox is in left. Bethia in center. Pena in right. Portner at third in the pitch. Too far down low on the count. 2 balls, no strikes. Deville at short. Mackey at second. Bays at first. Argenta behind the dish. And Dylan Janik on the hill. Janik's numbers on the season. He's 5-1. Left-hander pitcher. 4.23 ERA, and that's a slow roller on the hole, gobbled up by Bays. Bays steps on it, and the Larks quickly with 2 outs for Caleb Stoll. Caleb hit his 6th home run the other day. So Caleb now up to 405 on the season, 6 home runs, 36 driven in for Caleb. Kendall's cold like always. He's up here in a jacket. So Caleb digging in against Janik. And the pitch. Low and in the dirt, 1 ball to Caleb. Second pitch from Janik. Janik working quickly in the count. 2 balls, no strikes. Caleb line drive that will tail foul towards the soccer field press box. And the count 2 balls, 1 strike. Turned on just a little much.
It had the distance.
That one upstairs on our count, 3 balls, 1 strike. Payoff pitch. Or excuse me, that's a 3-1, and that's outside to Caleb. And the Larks have a base runner with 2 outs for Noah Roberts. Noah, 25, 474. Couple of bombs, 14 driven in, and a 338 batting average for Noah. Larks as a team hitting 303. And Noah's first pitch swinging. That's a nice glove work by Mackey. Mackey makes the play as he tosses across. We've played an inning and no score here from Oswald Field. We'll be back after this on the Lark Network.
Rodney Rudd, Houston, Texas.
Brett Heichman, Lindsborg, Kansas.
Caden Bartlett, Amber, Oklahoma.
Caleb Stoll, Litchfield Park, Arizona.
Tatum Ferguson, Nassau, Bahamas.
Connor Leach, Erie, Colorado.
Dalton Woody, Cibolo, Texas.
Dade Milburn from Lincoln, Nebraska.
David Berzins, Houston, Texas.
Dave Ryan, Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Dayton Watkins, Valley Center, Kansas.
Grant Bloyer, Winfield, Kansas.
Hudson Smith, Waukomis, Oklahoma. Hugo Kinabuchi, San Diego, California.
Ian Leckie, Overland Park, Kansas.
Justin Durnall, I'm from Windsor, Colorado.
Kalen Haynes, Trophy Club, Texas.
Kendall Theory, Westlake, Louisiana. Malachi Swartz, Overland Park, Kansas.
Nadia Kizumura, Tokyo, Japan. Natty Solomon, Harrisonburg, Virginia.
Nick Platten from Adelaide, Australia.
Noah Robert.
And welcome back here to Oswald Field. Rusty and Ian here in the booth with you. Top Gun Morris here on the scoreboard. DJ Kendall Theory playing music. And Jared's got our camera work. We got a full house up here.
We do.
Parker Bay stepping in. And the second pitch he sees from Huddy, a runner back up the middle. Lark's with the shift, and Robert plays it from behind the bag and makes the play.
Absolutely perfect.
Something you don't see very often, and that's the shift in college baseball.
Mm-hmm.
Colby Standard, the designated hitter, coming to bat. Standard's numbers on the season. He's 27 for 89, a 303 batting average. And Huddy deals and stays a little bit low and outside. The 1-0 coming up. There's the first hit of the game as Standard goes right back up the middle for the base knock. And Austin Portner will bat. Portner is the third leading hitter on this Grizzly team with a .318 batting average. I mean, nowhere near my numbers, but that's probably really good. My numbers were at the bottom of the sheets. So a runner on with one away for the Grizzlies. And that pitch is a strike right there. Grizzlies on the season stolen base-wise, they've swiped 94 bags, so they're not afraid to run. They've been caught stealing 19 times now on the season. As that's fouled back to the fence, and the count 0-2 to Austin Portner. We hope this is the last little cold snap of the season.
Mm-hmm.
And that one fouled off the hands and out of play.
If every week could be like this, I'd be happy. You know, you have some nice weather, get a little bit cold in there.
I'm ready for 70s, man. I'm ready to be 70 degrees all the time, 75, even 80.
Thing is once it gets to 80 though, then it goes to 90.
Strike him out, potential throw him out double play, but Kalen's tag was late as Portner goes down. Yeah, I know what you mean. It's supposed to be in the mid-70s on Monday.
Mm-hmm.
Should be nice. Lark golfers are in action Monday and Tuesday at the Jayhawk number 2 at Sand Creek down in Newton.
Surprised I haven't gotten a call-up after my performance last night. Actually, Mr. Morrissey did a really good job last night. I believe he had 20 strokes on one hole. I think the average distance per hit was about 3 feet.
As Colby Deville takes a pitch upstairs. Ryan, you know that's the lowest score in golf, right? Oh, okay. Oh, it was intentional. Okay. You have to try to make 20s. Huddy comes back with a curveball in our count, even at 1 ball, 1 strike. Deville hitting .302. And that pitch just stays outside our count, 2 balls, 1 strike.
Not a bad pitch.
No, not a bad pitch at all. That's hard hit on the ground. Now Riki plays it, throw across. Kalen with a nice scoop over there at first base. Good dig by the big man over there. And the ground out retired. We've played an inning and a half. No score here from Oswald Field.
Robbie Rudd, Houston, Texas.
Brett Heichman, Lindsborg, Kansas. Caden Bartlett, Amber, Oklahoma.
Caleb Stoll, Litchfield Park, Arizona.
Tatum Ferguson, Nassau, Bahamas.
Connor Leach, Erie, Colorado.
Dalton Woody, Cibolo, Texas.
Dave Milburn from Lincoln, Nebraska. David Berzins, Houston, Texas.
Dave Ryan, Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Dayton Watkins, Valley Center, Kansas. Grant Bloyer, Winfield, Kansas.
Hudson Smith, Waukomis, Oklahoma.
Hugo Kinabuchi, San Diego, California.
Ian Leckie, Overland Park, Kansas.
Justin Durnall, I'm from Windsor, Colorado.
Kalen Haynes, Trophy Club, Texas.
Kendall Theory, Westlake, Louisiana.
Malachi Swartz, Overland Park, Kansas.
Naoki Ozumura, Tokyo, Japan.
And welcome back here to Oswald Field. Omar Aguilar digging in here in the bottom of the second. As Janik deals, that stays low. Omar wearing the face protection. Taking a page from Kendall Theory's playbook of how to stay warm. The 1-0 coming up. Omar, a little flare. That could be trouble. It's going to hang in the wind and be played by Mackey. I thought it was coming off there a little hotter than what it did. And there's one away for Yusei Hondo. Yusei finally up to 351. 20 for 57. Larks 9-19. Butler Community College came in with a 24-14 record. And Yusei takes one downstairs for a ball. That's a fly ball center field. Bethia playing it, camping underneath it, and makes the play on the lazy pop to center. And I'll bring up Kalen Haynes. Kalen, average slowly heading northward. Up to 224, 13 for 58. Kalen, first pitch swinging, pops it back towards the tennis courts. The 0-1. Too far outside and through Argenta behind the dish. Our count even now at 1 ball, 1 strike. Big curve stays too far inside, our count 2-1. Maybe they should add that to Campus Cup as Campus Golf. Kalen, slow tapper, fouled it off of his foot. And our count even now at 2-2. Strike 3 called. Kalen frozen at the dish. And the Larks go quickly and quietly. We play 2. No score from Oswald Field. Back after this.
Robbie Rudd, Houston, Texas.
Brett Heichschmidt, Lindsborg, Kansas.
Caden Bartlett, Amber, Oklahoma.
Caleb Stoll, Litchfield Park, Arizona.
Tatum Ferguson, Nassau, Bahamas.
Connor Leach, Erie, Colorado. Dalton Woody, Cibolo, Texas.
Dade Milburn from Lincoln, Nebraska. David Berzins, Houston, Texas.
Dave Ryan, Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Dayton Watkins, Valley Center, Kansas. Grant Bloyer, Winfield, Kansas.
Hudson Smith, Waukomis, Oklahoma.
Hugo Kinabuchi, San Diego, California.
Ian Leckie of One Park, Kansas.
Justin Durnall, I'm from Windsor, Colorado.
Kalen Haynes, Trophy Club, Texas.
Kendall Theory, Westlake, Louisiana.
Malachi Swartz, Overland Park, Kansas.
Naoki Izumura, Tokyo, Japan.
Natty Solomon, Harrisonburg, Virginia.
Nick Platten from Adelaide, Australia.
And welcome back here as Noah Argenta coming to bat here for the Grizzlies in the top of the third. As Hudson working from the windup, and that one misses outside. 1 ball. Ian is a red shirt joining me up here in the booth. And the 1-0. Ian, do you pitch from both windup and stretch, or are you just primarily a stretch guy?
Both.
Okay. Count 2 balls, no strikes.
I don't prefer one either. It's just...
Hudson fires a strike on the 2-0 pitch, and the count moving 2 balls, 1 strike.
It's feel weird coming from the stretch when I got no one on base, so I've always worked wind up.
I like it. Pitch drifting high, and we're 3 balls, 1 strike.
What time softball play today? Are they going now, or are they
I don't know. It was either 12-1 or 2. And there's a walk to Argenta, the third runner of the game for the Grizzlies.
Volleyball plays today, too. Volleyball's at Kansas Wesleyan.
Okay. Spring season. Jack Mackey, the batter. Mackey 14 for 53, 264 batting average. Mackey showing bunt. Bob charging. He's also known as Noriki. Caleb resetting the defense now. What they want to do. Bunt laid down, drag bunt. It will be fouled off. And our count 1-1. It's a little windy up here, rattling our press box window. Chop, swing, right side, popped up, bob and a run, and could not come up with it. Did everything he could.
Oh, that would have been beautiful. He almost had that behind the back.
I know. He almost came up with a Sports Center worthy highlight. The count 1 ball and 2 strikes.
If he would have stayed on the ground and not popped up, he would have had it.
Would have all been for nothing, though. A camera wouldn't have gotten it. Can't send it if you don't see it.
Well, that's true. The 1-2 on the way. Strike 3, and Mackey goes down looking. 3rd strikeout of the contest for Huddy. And there's 1 out. Back to the top of the order for Bethia. As we said, Bethia, 322 average. A throw back, not in time. Caleb snapping that throw back to first.
Did you see the Astros hit 2 grand slams last night?
I did not.
Altuve hit one to put them in the lead against the Mariners, and I believe they hit another one.
Okay. Bethia taking the strike in her count, 1 ball, 1 strike. Hudson's curve stays a little bit too far in, and our count 2-1. Fly ball left side, a long run coming in, and that will drop in for a base hit in front of Tate. And Bethia tacks up. Well, will go down in the scorebook as a line drive. It's a little blooping single. And now there are 2 on with 1 out for Joshua Cox. Noah's out there just a few feet in front of the warning track. Fly ball, first pitch swinging, mile-high pop-up. Burzen's coming on and almost overran it, but does make the play.
And I wish I was so fast I could almost overrun fly ball.
Yeah. Almost overran, almost had to skid to a stop to make that catch. But he does make the catch, and they're 2 outs. Javier Pena now will dig in. Pena got to first on an error. A strike there on the first pitch from Hudson. As a team, Butler on the season, they've blasted 40 home runs.
Goodness. So they all got the power.
Time called. With Cox and Pena both hitting 10 apiece. That curve is downstairs, and our count 1-1. Hey, don't be shy. Send us a text 620-217-1465. And that one fouled back to the fence in our count 1-2. Another snap throw. The Grizzlies are very aggressive. They're getting big leads. And our count 2-2. And you wonder if there's a chance Caleb might pick someone off doing that.
Oh, I think he could have had a few already.
Pena lays off the pitch outside, and we're full 3 balls and 2 strikes. Two away, 2 on here for the Grizzlies. In the top of the 3rd. That one downstairs, ball 4, and the base is loaded for Parker base. First pitch, foul, right side fly ball. Bob going back, that will tail a foul. And it goes down the book as a strike. So bases juice, top of 3. That's hard hit. Kalen comes up with a nice play and a foot race. Kalen beating base to the bag, and the Larks get out of the jam. We've played 2.5. No score here from Oswald Field.
Adriana Ruiz from Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Amy Bertado from Whittier, California. Anissa Aguilar, Hacienda Heights, California. Cassidy King from Cochranville, Pennsylvania. Chelsea Smith, Tacoma, Washington.
Jenna Garcia, Hutchinson, Kansas.
Jenna Schneider from Lodi, California.
Jessie Miranda from Turlock, California.
Kaylin Lastly from Salina, Kansas.
My name is Alexis Avalos, and I'm from Yucaipa, California.
Madison O'Brien, Zuni, Virginia.
Malia Sandy from Girard, Kansas.
Paige Biddle from Sacramento, California.
Reese McCrary from Sacramento, California.
My name is Sadie Leatherman, and I'm from Couts, Indiana.
Shay Hoover, Potwin, Kansas.
And welcome back to the bottom of the 3rd as David Berzins takes a strike from Janik. And that one misses upstairs, and our count 1 ball, 1 strike. swing and a miss from Berzins, and their count 1 ball and 2 strikes. And Berzins chasing, and that's back-to-back strikeouts now for Janik. 1 away for Tate Winfield. Tate takes a pitch outside 1 ball. Janik dealing. Popped up, fly ball that will get up into the wind, blow out towards center, and Bathiab coming on making the play. 2 outs. And that brings up Bob. Haven't heard from anybody. Would love to hear from you. Send us a text, 620-217-1465. Kendall, Top Gun, and Ian, you guys are excluded from that because you're up here in the booth with me. Jared, you too. Another count 0-1. It's actually pleasant with the window closed.
It is.
Curveball in for a strike, and the count now 0-2 to Bob with 2 away. And I did get a text.
Asking about when Kendall's coming on the mic?
That's on the ground, deep in the hole for Deville. Throw across, not in time, and Bob is safe. He thought about heading to second, changed his mind. Go Kalen and the Larks. The parents are watching from Texas. And the Larks have a runner aboard with 2 away for Robert Salcedo. Sun trying to poke through, but I don't think it's going to do much. And a possible little bit of a pitch out. Bob is 3rd on the team with 5 stolen bases. Larks don't run very often. Just 33 swipes on the season. Fly ball left field. Cox comes on, and that drops in for a base knock. Cox was playing deep, and I don't know if he, misread that.
Yeah,
or
I don't know what he seemed like. He,
thought it was going to get out there farther to him. He kind of held up. It drops in for a base knock.
Slight jog in.
And that brings up Caleb. Two on and none out, or 2 outs, excuse me. As Janik steps off. And Caleb takes a strike on the fastball. Caleb drew a walk his first at bat. Chopper on the ground. And a throw across in time as Portner wasn't sure which way to go, but makes the decision, throws across. Larks strand a pair. We'll be back after this. And welcome back here to Oswald Field on the campus of Hessen College. As Colby Standard digging in. Hudson deals. Curveball stays upstairs, 1 ball. Butler fan watching from Alva, Oklahoma. Y'all doing a good job. Thank you very much. Glad you guys are tuning in. If you guys have life questions for Ian, he's ready for him. The 1-0 stays upstairs from Hudson. And the count now, 2 balls, no strikes. And there's a curve over for a strike, and the count 2 balls, 1 strike. Ian Kendall was giving me a little bit of grief the other day because I haven't done ribs yet.
I mean, I know you're going to do them eventually. When you do, I know we're all going to get an invite, so I'm not too worried. Kendall, on the other hand,
you know, he's walking on thin ice with his heels on fire.
He is. And, you know, sometimes he doesn't even walk. Sometimes he pulls out that scooter and he, like...
he scoots on thin ice?
Yeah, he scoots
the
his way across.
The 3-1 coming up from Hudson, and that is downstairs for ball 4 for Standard.
But
and Colby Standard aboard with a walk.
I'll tell you this. If he makes it like 3 feet out of the dorm and he slips on that ice, he doesn't go. He just goes right back in. Yeah, many days he came in, Miss Serena, I'm not going to class today. Kendall, why'd you not go to class today? I took 2 steps and slipped. I'm finna hurt myself.
I'm finna hurt myself. That is Kendall theory right there. He finna do something. Austin Porter digs in, and the runner goes. Caleb's throw a little high, but in time, Caleb, that's the second runner that Caleb has gunned down. Got a good throw. I mean, even though the throw was high, Caleb had a really good velocity on that, and 1 away. Has Portner with a 1 ball, no strike count. Hudson misses a little bit high in our count. Moves 2 balls, no strike. The 2-0. Fouled back towards the Campus Activity Center and off of the building itself. Little flare, Kalen will play it right about first base as that little pop-up in foul territory. And they're 2 away here for the Grizzly Sticks in the top of the 4th. Colby DeVille about to dig in. Haven't heard from our buddy Ryan in Florida yet. But we probably will.
Probably 2nd game.
There's a pitch for a curve for a strike from Hudson. Some Butler fans made the drive over from El Dorado or thereabouts. It's about 45 minutes east of here. Hudson takes something off, and the count now 0-2.
What a dirty little 2-seam. Run in on him, and
it did.
Tailed it right back in.
I would have so jelly-laid my way out of that box. The 0-2 coming up. And that's fouled away. DeVille trying to do damage to the Campus Activity Center.
It's all right. Can't do any more damage than what Kendall does to it every night. Walk in there, usually about 11:30 every night when nobody can see.
The 0-2. On the ground, Hudson knocks it down, comes up with it from his backside throw, not in time. Hudson missing, and DeVille aboard with what will be probably a good charge as an error. What does Kendall do in the Campus Activity Center? Get the scooter out and do a little scooter Zumba?
No, he gets off of that scooter, and every single dunk you see in the in dunk contests, Kendall's out there doing it. He's perfecting them. You know, that man gets up.
No, Argenta drew a walk and was stranded at 3rd in the last inning.
Sometimes I wonder how we were blessed with his presence here at the baseball field. would have thought he'd spent a lot of time, but you know, he could tell everybody more about that when he gets on the mic.
Yeah, we'll get the headset right up and we'll get him talking about his dunking ability. As Argenta takes the curve for a strike. Suddenly got really quiet over there, didn't it?
Yeah.
Count 0-1. In fact, he's going into the bag to pull out things so he can't hear us. And there's a pitch upstairs, 0-2. The 0-2 delivery coming up. High and tight in the count 1-2 now. Our Suburban's back, which I'm not sure is a good thing with both of these both of these lineups on a day when the wind is blowing right out to Suburban in left field.
Oh, there's a little appearance from Mr.
Right
Dave Ryan.
Slow chopper. Bob can't barehand it. And Argenta aboard. Such a slow roller is going to be a tough play either way.
It is.
They'll probably give.
I don't know. I think with Bob's arm, he could have gloved that and then still made a throw.
I think it goes down the book as a hit. Morrissey agrees with me. Put hit before I put it into my unofficial book. Mackey struck out looking, so 2 on and 2 out again for the Grizzlies. And Hudson misses high and away. Hudson misses down and away. And our count 2-0. Game time temperature was about 46 degrees, but the wind is blowing out. It's a northeast wind, which is never pleasant. Would not be a good day to try fishing. That one's popped back and over the press box. And our count 2 balls, 1 strike. Misses away, and Hudson has the count riding up to 3 balls and 1 strike. Mackey well ahead. Mackey hitting .264 on the season. Sophomore infielder. 14 for 53. Has driven in 9. Has 6 doubles. Of his 14 hits, 6 are doubles. Healthy percentage of extra base knocks for the lefty. There's a strike at the knees on the outer half, and we're full 3 balls, 2 strikes. The Woody crew watching from Cibolo, Texas. Let's get the dub Larks. All right. So Texas and Oklahoma in the house so far. Popped up. Right side, Bob throws the hat. Trying to play for it, and does make the play. Bob has to track that. It was swirling in the wind. So the Larks get out of another jam, stranding a pair of runners. And we've played 3.5, no score. And welcome back here to the bottom of the fourth. Noah stepping in.
I'm pretty sure that's what the bullpen says every day about Kendall.
Oh. That one missing outside in our count. 1 ball, no strikes here. Janik down low. Well, amazing. You know, I turned this on, and all of a sudden the chatter just stopped from over in that right side, didn't it? That one fouled back and out of play. Kendall talks a big game. Trot that third headset out. I've got enough room. I can just kind of start doing that. And I count 1 ball, 1 strike. Janik with a good pitch on the lower outside corner. The count 1 ball and 2 strikes now. That one stays too low. Two balls, 2 strikes now to Noah, who grounded out to second base his first at bat in the first. And that's strike 3, inner half. Noah was almost on top of the plate. There takes the strike, and that brings up Omar. Omar popped out. And the big curve stays high from Janik. That rattling sound is the press box window rattling in the wind as Omar fouls it back. And our count moves to 1-1. Few fans here on top of both dugouts. And below us. Chopper, gloved, but that's foul. As Portner was right there on it. This game just flying by. We're in the bottom half of the fourth. And the 1-2. Omar, the half swing. Janik gloves, tosses over to Bays at first base. And they're 2 away. There's a ground loop in here. We've tried to figure this out for a long time. There's a grounding issue in that. So if there's a little buzz, we apologize. As you say, we'll dig in. Janik deals, and Yusei takes a strike on the first pitch he sees. Yusei flew out to center field in his first at-bat. And our count even, 1 ball, 1 strike. And Yusei takes the strike. That tailed away from him a little bit, didn't it?
It did. Nice 2-seam.
Yeah. Our count 1-2. Yusei flares one out there. That could be trouble. Dropping in front of Bethia, and Yusei aboard, thinking to, but he'll pull back in for a single.
I bet if that throw was going to the cut, Yusei was going to try for.
I think he was. He had a good turn there. That brings up Kalen Haynes. Kalen struck out in his first at-bat. Kalen first pitch pops it up a mile high. Bays in foul territory makes the play, and the Larks strand another runner. We've played 4 here from Oswald Field. No score. We'll be back after this. No thanks. And welcome back here to Oswald Field. Rusty Witcher beside Ian Leckie, and now joined here by the talker himself, Kendall Theory.
How y'all doing? Thank you for having me.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my.
Sounds like a guest star out here.
Yeah, it does. It does. We're heading to the top of the third. Kendall's been talking all year long about getting on here and talking a pretty mad smack the entire time. Oh, closer. There we go. As Bethia digging in here, it's top of the order for the Grizzlies in the dangerous part of this order. 3 hits apiece for both squads. 2 errors by the Larks and still no runs as Hudson misses high. And our count 2 balls, no strikes. Kendall's a red shirt, known for his scooter ability and apparently his dunking ability too, from what Ian told me.
Yeah, he's quite the baller.
And the 2-0. That one's fouled back and out of play, and our count 2 balls, 1 strike. So which is the best dunk move you've got, Kendall?
I would say the windmill, like Zion, but I think I throw it down and much harder.
Oh, he's got the guts to compare himself to Zion.
The 2-1, that's a hard hit ball. Bob with a nice stop, backhand throw across to Kalen.
Good play, Bobby.
That was a great play by Bob over there at third base. And there are now, there's 1 out for Joshua Cox. Hudson doing a great job. Got a text saying, we are waiting to hear Kendall on the mic. So are we in a way, but he's kind of here with us. Hasn't said a whole lot. Just kind of sitting over here, the mad giggler to our right.
Yeah.
There's a flare as Cox first pitch swinging, dumps it back out there. Tate going back on the back pedal and makes the play.
Great play.
And they're 2 away. We're still all waiting for some wild insight here from Kendall. Did he not just say when he was going to get on, it was going to be where's Rusty and where's Ian?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's exactly what he said.
I'm here now. I'm here.
Barely.
Well, nobody else knows you're here.
Barely. I mean, Morrissey's saying more over there, and he's way over.
Wow. And he's behind on the scoreboard. Goodness.
As Javier Pena digging in. Pena has been on base twice, reached on an error in the first, and walked in the third. And Hudson dealing. And that one scoots through Caleb down low. Kendall's also a red shirt, broke everything in his legs.
Sure did.
And was relegated to having a scooter for a whole lot of that.
4 months.
4 months of scooter time. Our count 2 balls, no strikes. Kendall's from Louisiana and always complaining about the cold, Ian.
Well, Kendall's always complaining about something.
Really? Are you really always complaining about something, Kendall?
Something. It's always something.
It's either can he relax?
The 3-0 coming up here from Hudson to Pena.
He needs something from Serena. He needs some E-stem.
And that pitch misses downstairs, and another runner for the Grizzlies. They've had a runner in every inning so far. And that brings up first baseman Parker Bass, who's 0 for 2 with a ground out or 2 ground outs rather, pair of ground outs. Grounded out to Robert with a shift being on. It's like I said, you don't see the shift in college baseball very much.
Nope.
You couldn't shift against me. I was too good of a bunter.
Ooh.
That pitch misses downstairs, 1 ball. That's the only thing I could do. Let's face it, I couldn't hit. I could only bunt.
I heard they never even shifted when Kendall was pitching because they knew nobody was making contact.
Is that right?
That's what I've heard. Rumor has it. All those people down in Louisiana?
Mr. Lucky.
And there's a curveball over for a strike, and we're even 1 ball, 1 strike. He just mows him down, brings the outfield in, and sits him down behind the...
Yeah.
Like Dizzy Dean. The 1-1 coming up. That one misses outside. And Dizzy Dean did do that, guys, in a ball game. Pulled his outfield, made them sit behind the mound, and then promptly warmed up his fastball and struck out the side.
Really?
Yeah. Back when you could probably get away with a little bit more in baseball. And the count 2 balls, 1 strike. And that is hits base. I thought it was off the nom for a second, but Bay's aboard.
I guess so.
So, I mean, what are you bringing? 95, 96, Kendall?
Oh, no. I'm in the mids, probably mid-80s.
Okay. A lot of movement. What are we looking at?
A lot of movement. I like to throw a curveball a lot, and mostly two-seam and hitting the outside corners.
Okay. Colby Standard's 1-for-1 with a single and a walk. That's hard hit on the ground, but Robert's there. He's going to throw across the diamond deep in the hole, and the Larks work their way out of a jam once more. We've played 4.5. No score here from Oswald Field. We'll be back with more Kendall after this. And welcome back here to Oswald Field. Rusty Witcher alongside Ian Leckie and now Kendall Theory. And hey, Ian.
Yes, Rusty.
So I'm getting a text message saying Kendall's from Texas. Don't let him lie. So Kendall. How are you going to respond to that text message here?
Okay, I was born in Westlake, Louisiana, and then when I was like 4, I moved to San Antonio, Texas, and then I finished high school and middle school. And
you finished high school before middle school?
I was just naming. Wow, Ian.
David Persons digging in here.
I was just naming, Ian. Wow.
Burson shoots one out there to right field, but it will get up in the wind. Pena, though, played it perfectly. And they're away for our child prodigy, Kendall Theory.
Is there anything else you did? Did you walk before you scoot?
Wow.
Clearly, because you've been scooting around campus for 5 months.
Everybody got jokes. Everybody got something to say.
Right.
Kendall, if we didn't joke with you, that means we did not like you. Oh, my goodness.
Hey, it's all right. I'm on a roll. But I wasn't the only one that was rolling this semester. That's the thing.
That's all right. I'm walking now.
You are walking now. Good to see you off the scooters. That's popped a mile high up there. And Mackey calling for it. He'll make the play.
Also can wear 2 shoes now.
2 shoes. That's a good thing. That is a good thing, as we're top of the order for Noriki Fujimura. Oh.
All right, I'm sorry, Kendall. You finished high school, then middle school, and then what?
Hey.
Then what'd you do? You still in San Antonio, or what?
Right now, me and my family, we live in Houston right now.
Okay. As Bob swings through the first pitch he sees from Janik. Couple of people trying to warm up in the Butler bullpen. At Bob, fly ball to deep center, but it's going to hang out there. That could be trouble. Bob did. He dumps it over the wall for a home run. As Bob hits that up into the wind, and the Larks take the lead on the bomb. I didn't think it was going to get out here. Just kept going, and Bob puts the Larks on the board first with a solo shot home run.
No, that left fielder wasn't moving.
No.
I think they knew it was out, but
I thought it was going to be deep. I mean, it's between the 350-390 to the left of the the left of the light pole out there, and Bob puts the Larks on the board with a home run, and that will bring up Robert Salcedo. And Robert takes a pitch down low, 1 ball. Swing and a miss as Robert has the count even, 1 ball, 1 strike. So we're going to claim Louisiana, or we're claiming Texas. Which one is it? I mean, it's a tough decision. That's a hard hit ball that's foul down the left side. And our count 1-2.
I'm going to claim the Louisiana. I know I lived in Texas for a while, but I like my family, so.
Okay, he's still all right. Family.
But I have family in Texas too. I really do appreciate them. Shout out to J Dub and the Woodies.
That one stays downstairs. Our count even 2 balls, 2 strikes.
And I prefer Louisiana food.
Ooh, okay, all right. Wow, it could get ugly up here real quick.
It could.
We're there, and I'm just the messenger here between the text messages. This could get ugly in a hurry. Kendall's throwing shade like that. So, Robert's 1 for 2, as the Larks have taken a lead here in the 5th. And Robert punches one foul, and the Deuces wild count remains across the top of that scoreboard.
CAC's taking a beating today.
It is. It is taking a beating today. That one downstairs, our count is full 3 balls and 2 strikes. You guys have questions for Kendall? By all means, text them to me. Payoff pitch. Robert dumps it out there, and that could drop in for a base hit at will. And Robert will pull into first. Back-to-back hits with the Larks.
Go ahead.
And gentlemen, as they always say, 2-out hits are contagious. And so Caleb will come to bat. As DJ Kendall now, he's supposed to be on the mic. He's on the mic, but he's kind of slacking off there on the DJ responsibilities.
I think I prefer to be on the mic now.
Oh, do you now? Oh, is that what it is?
Well,
Caleb will step in as the big curve over for a strike. Caleb's 0 for 1, drew a walk and grounded out. That curve drifting too far in. Our count 1-1, excuse me. The 1-1 as Janik throws over. You know what I would like to know, Ian?
What would you like to know, Rusty?
If the people in the Suburban out there are watching and listening to the broadcast.
I don't know. It's a good question.
And the 1-1 coming up.
Why don't we send Kendall out there and ask him?
Oh, if I go out there, it's gonna be a long walk.
It's a long scoot, that's for sure. They count 2 balls, 1 strike. So Caleb ahead here for Janik. Janik snap throw back, and Robert dances back to the bag. It'll be a short walk. You get you one of those shoes that has this wheel involved, and you can just push and slide. Our count 2-1. 2-seamer tails away, and our count now 3 balls, 1 strike to Caleb. Got a text saying, "Let's go, Lark." Kendall, you're doing a good job working the mic as a guest commentator, Mom, Dad, and Keenan.
Appreciate you.
Big curve stays outside, and Caleb draws his second walk, and 2 on for Noah, who's 0 for 2. Lark's trying to put the Vonna crooked number on the scoreboard. Now that's good hustle by Bat Boy Natty Solomon right there.
It is.
Newton baseball head coach Mark George in the house. As Noah steps out. Noah on the ground at the shortstop, and they'll go the short way as Deville flips to Mackey. But the damage done on Noriki Fujimura's home run. As we've played 5, Larks now lead 1-0. Back after this with more Kendall. And welcome back here to Oswald Field. Got a text asking Kendall if D. Wood has ever choked him out, but we're not even going to touch that one.
Wow.
So as we're heading to the top of the sixth, and Austin Portner coming to bat.
Definitely has. I know that. Because Kendall talks a big game, but doesn't ever follow through. Or at least when he does, it takes about a week for him to get the guts to.
Probably
finally.
takes a week for him to scoot to wherever he needs
yeah,
to be.
That's what I'm saying. Woody's telling him to put the gloves on, and Kendall's like, all right, I'll be there next Sunday.
Look, it doesn't matter as long as I'm there. Y'all told me I wasn't gonna get on the mic, but
you did. You did. You did not run screaming into the night like I've seen other people when the mic was offered. Some of the softball girls would be the ones that I would pick on right there. Reese and Chase said no way. As that pitch missing downstairs, 2-0 now to Austin Portner. We are having a lot of fun up here in the sixth, and the Larks leading 1-0, and Portner now quickly ahead, 3 balls, no strikes. Kendall's looking pretty comfortable in his HC baseball jacket. Has that pitch outside corner for a strike. Finally comfortable up here in the press box.
It is.
He was worried that I wasn't going to bring the heater today.
It's not too bad. It's a little cold. I woke up this morning. It was pretty cold.
It was chilly this morning. That one fouled off down the left side. And our count now full 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Honestly, I don't know about you, Rusty, but I think Kendall should take us through some of his late night quotes.
Wow.
He's always posting,
The question is, are they appropriate?
Oh, they're appropriate. It's just,
The payoff pitch stays upstairs. Huddy misses, and Portner, the tying run aboard now for the Grizzlies with nothing away. And some action in the bullpen as Dane Milburn and I think Justin Durnell up there warming up. Well, Dane was running out to the bullpen, then ran back to the dugout.
So, Kendall.
Yes, sir.
Oh, no.
You coming back next year?
Yeah, that's a good question, Kendall. Yeah, we've been wondering about that. You've been up here. Are you coming back next year?
That's a good question.
Okay. I went upstairs, 1 ball as Deville offered at it, pulled back.
Right now, my leg is in the process of being healthier, so right now that's my main focus. But I have a plan, but it's not about my plan, it's about God's plan. So if it's in his path for me to come back next year, I sure will. I like the atmosphere of the Larks, and it's a great school to come to. So if I could continue my baseball career, I would love to do that.
Okay. Good answer.
Great answer.
It's a good answer. Hudson steps off, fakes the throw over. You could write a speech with that answer for speech class.
Well, just don't tell him to make it 7 minutes long, and he'll be good.
Wow.
Do we have some time limit issues with the speech? Is that bunt laid down? Hudson, gloving, flips to Kalen, and a nice play over there from Hudson with a backhand, underhand flip to Kalen on the bunt.
It's a great play. Well-placed bunt.
It was an excellent bunt by Deville. He did that. He thought he was going to have a single out of that. Hudson makes a great play to keep the single off the board. Portner does move to 90 feet up to second base. And Caleb will head out to talk to Hudson.
I think he thought he was safe.
Did he come back to I didn't even see if he came.
Yeah, he started walking to the bat and then had a little shocked look on his face when the coach told him he was out.
It was a great play for Hudson to make that backhand, underhand, almost like an option pitch in football too. So,
looking like Drew Brees out there.
What? Drew Brees.
There's no pass interference.
Wow.
This call. Wow. How did the Super Bowl go this year, Kendall?
Ow.
We have 2 rings.
Oh, really?
We should have 2 rings, but it's okay.
I thought one of your quotes from last week was it's not about what's in the past, it's about what's in the future.
Wow.
And all. I'm pretty sure that came from that boy Kendall.
Wow.
That's your Instagram, isn't it? Yeah.
That boy Kendall _12.
Yeah.
Is he on Twitter too?
I don't know.
No, not Twitter.
That curve outside for Argenta is a strike. Tie and run over there for Butler.
Yep,
Just
that boy Kendall _12.
He's looking for followers. Hudson comes back with another strike in the count. 0-2 now to Argenta.
I heard if you follow Kendall, you get a box of donuts on him.
Well, I fell multiple times last semester.
Failed to make it to class or failed to make it to get those donuts to him?
Wow. Well, no, I went to class. It was just when it was really cold.
Oh, so like
The
all the way
0-2.
from October to
Now?
yeah. You just haven't been going to class, Kendall?
2 strikes.
I do go to class.
It's going to be, what'd you say, Rusty? It's going to be 80 on Monday? 75 on Monday?
Mid-70s Monday.
Hey, so will I see you in psychology or?
Oh, yeah, I'm going to have shorts on.
Wait, he's in psych with us?
I count 1 ball and 2 strikes. Wow. That curveball dropping in. Strike 3. Argenta frozen at the plate.
That boy had a lot of movement.
And I'll bring up Jack Mackey as we're in the 6th. Larks leading 1-0. Grizzlies, though, have the tying run over there at second base.
Buddy's had some really efficient innings. I mean,
He really has.
His pitch count has to be. He's got to be in a good spot.
He does, and he's getting himself out of jams.
He is.
The Grizzly hitters have helped him out a couple times, jumping on first pitches and popping them up.
But, he's also battling. But, 3-0 counts, 2-0 counts. He's not.
That flare will get out of play towards the top of the dugout, but runs into the tree. So we're into the top of the 6th. And our 0-1 coming up. That's a little flare out there that will drop in front. Oh, it takes a bounce away from Noah. Noah stumbled. The run comes home. And Mackey on his way to third with the triple. He's coming home. Could be a play at the plate. It's going to be the in-the-park home run. Noah, that ball took a bounce away from Noah. I don't know if it hit something. Noah stumbled, and Mackey's in the park round tripper gives the Grizzlies the lead 2-0. 2-1 rather. It took an ugly hop there from Noah. Noah stumbled trying to stop himself out there. And just the game of unfortunates. And that's sometimes how the ball bounces, literally right there in front of Noah. As the top of the order, Patrick Bethea coming to bat. And Bethea takes a pitch inside for a ball. It just looked like that ball hit something out there. And Rick kind of bounced away from Noah. If it was a little bit of a clump out there in the grass. And that one fouled back to the Lark dugout.
But it's very important. You gotta, make a good throw to the cutoff. You make a good throw to the cutoff, and I think it stays at triple.
And they count 1-1. That ball outside and high under count. 2 balls, 1 strike. Give Noah credit. He got up as fast as he could and got to that ball. If that would have been me, I would still be laying there. Swing and a miss. Bethea chasing outside and her count even. Deuces wild across the scoreboard. The in-the-park home run by Jack Mackey. That one high from Huddy and our count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. So far is the difference. It's 2-1. And the 3-2.
Good pick.
That one missing downstairs, and Bethea on base for the second time today with the walk.
And as a pitcher, that's the worst thing. You're just watching one thing lead to another because, you hardly ever have inside the park home runs without an error or just some kind of ridiculous bounce off the wall that ricochets into center field or something like that. And you can't do anything. You just stand there and you watch it.
have to come back as Joshua Cox chops one foul. And Cox, the left-hander, with the luxury vehicles out there in right field, they could be in danger. Cox has hit 10 home runs on the season, 30 runs driven in. He's 0 for 3 this afternoon. Kendall's still with us. He really is. That one gets away from Caleb. Caleb had no idea where it was. And Bethia takes second base. Our count 1-1 now.
Ryan's over there doing some stretches. I think Coach might pull him in.
Mr. Morrissey.
Old Morrissey Top Gun action here. Always has the styling, profiling shades on when he's doing the scoreboard, even at night. As his future's so bright, he has to wear shades. And the count now 2 balls, 1 strike.
Wow, that sounds like a quote from Kendall.
It's actually a song.
Well, Kendall
I
probably.
might have to get Instagram just to follow Kendall.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. I heard, it is, you get a motivational quote at, 3:30 in the morning.
Swing and a miss. That's fouled back, though. Foul ball. As Cox now even with the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Every once in a while you get a picture of his foot in rehab. Telling everybody that the comeback is soon.
I'm trying to. Just trying
the
to
comeback or the comeback to school is soon?
Just
in general.
Well, both, but.
Count 2 balls and 2 strikes. When outside, pitcher's pitch in our count full, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Bob thought it was strike 3. However, I'm not sure Bob has ever not thought that it was strike 3.
I'm pretty sure you could, first pitch. I'm surprised Kendall hasn't thrown the first pitch out for us yet with how famous he is.
A ceremonial first pitch from Kendall Theory? Wow, I like it. Maybe on sophomore day we should get a ceremonial first pitch from Kendall.
Have Kendall throw it?
That's on the ground, and Robert knocking it down from his knees. Throw across. Not in time. Run coming home, and tagged out at home. Larks avoid that as Cox gets to first on the little, call it a single, but Bethia gunned out at home. We've played 5.5 Larks lead, or trail, 2-1 back after this. And welcome back to the bottom of the 6th. Larks trail by a run here, so it's probably time the Larks get some motivational quote. But something motivational. I say we turn that over to Kendall. What do you think, Ian?
I completely agree, Russell.
All right, Kendall, give us something motivational that the Larks can use here in the 6th.
I'm going to go with everyone claims to be solid until you put some heat on it. So we're going to turn the heat up right here in this inning.
Okay, all right. You write that down. Put that in my book right here. As Omar takes a pitch away from Janik. Wind still blowing out to right field. And Omar takes a pitch down low. And they count 2 balls, no strikes. So Kendall makes his debut on the mic and drops some motivational knowledge for us.
Just trying to spread good vibes.
Omar pool cues that one foul, and the count 2 balls, 1 strike. You guys have any more questions and comments for Kendall? The rookie has arrived, so...
Trying to flame him today.
Wow.
Go ahead and text us. Numbers on the screen. That one fly ball up into the wind, and that will just stay in shallow right field, 1 away. Yusei's 1-4-2 with a single and a flyout. As we're into the 6th. And Yusei takes a pitch that tails away from him for a ball. There's a little action out there in the bullpen for the Grizzlies. Larks have set down the arms. It looks like they're going to ride Huddy out through all 7. Yusei fly ball, first pitch swinging. That's to center field. Going back is Bethia, and he'll play it just a few steps in front of the warning track. A deep fly ball. And they're 2 away for Kalen Haynes. And guys, here's a man who is completely overdue.
Oh, yes. Once he doesn't overthink it.
Just overdue. Just Kalen overdue.
Mike.
And that one, curveball outside, one ball. K. Mike has the potential to rattle the windows out there in those cars in the 0-1. As they're staying away from Kalen, they end up working away in the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. That one stays too far down and low, and the count now 2 balls, 1 strike here from Dylan Janik to Kalen Haynes. Kalen fouls that one out of play, left side. And the count now 2-2. Kendall doing a great job. I've got a text saying that, but they want to know why you're a Yankees fan.
A Yankees fan.
Yeah, it's the 2-2 coming up, and Kalen takes the ball upstairs.
That was a good one. I would have to say because that was the first team I played for when I came to Texas, and I like Derek Jeter and I like their players they have.
Oh, really? So what was it like rolling it up the middle, Derek Jeter?
Payoff pitch. Kalen, a little chopper on the ground at Mackey. Mackey throwing over. Janik covers and in time. Larks go quickly and quietly here on the little ground down. Larks will have to go to the 7th. As we're heading to the 7th, Larks trailing 2-1 back after this. And welcome back here to Oswald Field on the campus of Heston College. All right, Jared's going to hop in.
Oh, yeah.
As Ian's on a mission. So we are at Javier Pena here in the 6th, and that one missing downstairs.
Rusty, it's been far too long since you've given me a mic.
I know, you've been too busy. Kendall, what's your favorite food? I'm supposed to ask you that.
My favorite food?
Yeah.
I'm going to have to say crawfish.
Crawfish, I like it. 2-0 now count coming into Pena from Hudson. Misses and worth 3 balls, no strikes. Go Larks. Kendall, you're doing a great job. We are so proud of you. Nana Pops in Lake Charles, Louisiana.
Appreciate it, Nana. Pitch.
There's a pitch outside for a on the corner for a strike. 3-1.
What is your favorite food?
Mine? Ooh, that's a good question. I'm a big fan of Mexican food.
Mexican food.
But I won't shy away from Cajun food either, as that one goes through the fence over there, and the count is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Do you like spicy food?
Oh yeah, I like spicy food.
Spicy food.
Oh yeah. I also like barbecue, but I'm barbecue particular.
Oh, speaking of barbecue, I heard about those famous ribs.
They'll change your life. That one's hammered foul again, left side.
Since I got on the mic, when can we have some ribs?
Kendall Theory is the real deal. Much love, the Morgans from Cibolo.
Oh, appreciate it. Shout out to the Morgans.
Someone wants to know who your favorite baseball player is, Kendall.
My favorite baseball player.
Payoff pitch on the way here from Huddy to Pena, and he fouls it back.
I better hear the words Anthony Rizzo come out of your mouth.
Ooh, Jared.
Nah, I'm going to have to say Cano.
Robinson Cano?
I like the style of the way he plays and the way he goes on about his business.
You know what? That's fair enough.
All right. Another payoff pitch. And that's fouled off again. A long at bat. That hits the dugout, ricochets all the way back out to Hudson. That ball had some juice on it.
Yes, it did.
Next goal to get Morrissey on the mic here, too.
Mr. Morrissey.
I know.
Rusty, just give him your headset. Have the 3 kids run it.
I'm pretty sure that Morrissey said no emphatically several times, as that one's too far in and a walk issued to Pena.
Yeah,
that's a 3rd walk of the afternoon for Javier Pena. And 1 on for Parker Base. We're in the top of the 7th, and the Larks trailing 2-1. Had to go switch batteries for the radar gun. Swing and a miss from Bays on the first pitch. 1 strike.
Close ball game.
Very, very, very close. The difference that in the park home run that tailed away from Noah on the funky hop. The 0-1 coming up. That's hard hit, and that will be fouled down the right side. And our count 0-2. Normally our camera angle a little different, but today it's not warm out. I said we'll shoot from inside the press box rather than being outside.
Yeah, a little bit restricting with that beam right in the middle there.
It is, but we do what we can.
Yeah.
Better that than being cold, don't you think?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
I'd rather stand inside here than be cold. So,
thanks.
Kendall will be with you on that train of thought quite quickly.
Yeah, I'm about ready for the cold to be done.
I am. The 0-2 coming up. Fly ball center field. Berzins going back. He'll camp underneath the somewhat lazy-ish fly ball. And there's 1 away.
Nice play by Berzins.
Colby Standard DH steps up. He singled in the first, drew a walk, and grounded out. So 1 for 2 for the DH. So we've established that Kendall's kind of a bandwagon fan.
Bandwagon.
Yeah, in terms of the teams that always have success. He roots for the Patriots.
Oh, no. Never that.
That's a chopper on the ground. Robert from deep in the hole. Throw from way deep in the hole. Will not be in time, but a base hit for Standard. And there's 2 on. with 1 out.
The Patriots? No.
I'm just playing. I know that you're a Cowboys fan at heart.
Cowboys fan?
Yeah. Texas.
No. No.
Kendall's the Saints fan. I'm the Cowboys fan.
Are the Cowboys going to have some success?
Yeah. Yeah.
I need some defense. That's what I need.
They're going to fix that.
I said that last year. And the year before that.
Well, it's been a work in progress. Our GM has some problems.
I'm curious, Rusty, how do you think the Browns are going to do this year?
That'll be interesting. Their roster was just leaked on Twitter, apparently.
Yeah.
We'll see. Should be very interesting to see what Cleveland can do.
OBJ and Jarvis Landry?
Mm-hmm.
You know this?
Yeah.
You know what school they went to?
LSU.
Oh, there you go.
Don't try me. As that one misses outside. To Austin Portner. Portner is 0 for 2. A walk and a pop out and a strikeout. Porter a little off the flare. That'll be an infield fly. And they're 2 outs.
Yeah, good decision by Kalen to run over and grab that.
It's one of those infield flies, so they didn't have to do anything with it. Oh, I got a text message here. Get to that. Let's go, Kendall. You're doing a great job. So proud of you. Much love, Auntie Missy in San Antonio, Texas.
Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all.
So San Antonio in the house.
Yeah, Kendall getting a lot of love today.
Yeah, you are.
And a lot of tough love.
Well, there's that too.
At least there's love involved.
That's right. That's right. Like I said, if we didn't like you, we wouldn't give you such a hard time.
Facts.
These guys want me to do ribs. If I do ribs up here, you guys are... Okay, if I do ribs, you guys are going to have to keep that door shut to keep people from coming out.
I won't tell no one.
All right. So, I sent KT Gerald's last year packing in the rib-off challenge.
I would love to see his reaction, you saying that.
Was true.
He had other things to say.
He can say otherwise, but I know what the judges told me afterwards. So
yeah,
the only judge that voted for him was Jasmine, and she said she was going to vote against me, so it didn't matter. Colby Deville stepping up. Deville's 0 for 2. Did lay down a nice sacrifice bunt, which was a great play for Hudson, with 2 on and 2 out. Snap throw back, not in time. The Grizzlies very aggressive. We said that. They have stolen 94 bases on the season.
You got to keep them on their toes.
It's true. Got to make them think before they get a nice lead off.
And another big, healthy lead for Standard over there at first base. Hard hit line drive right into the glove of Bob. So the Larks will go to the bottom of the 7th with work to do. We'll be back after this here on the Lark Network. And welcome back here as we're going to the bottom of the 7th. Natty Solomon coming to bat here for the Larks. Got text during the break. Hey, Kendall, sending my love to you. Love you. I'm proud of you. Your Grandy Dodd from Selma, Texas.
Appreciate you.
As Natty coming into bat for Burzins. Larks trailing by a run, and they're going to their closer, the Grizzlies, Bennett Shearer. Shearer has 6 saves on the season. The sidearm delivery, Natty pops it up and out of play.
Now, for those of us who are a little bit less educated, what does a closer do?
Your goal is to come in and shut the team down and get out and close the game down and get away with a win.
I see.
From what I understand, Kendall never had to use a closer, as Natty takes a strike.
Wow, that was a good one.
It was always shut him down, right?
Trying to.
Uh-huh. Morrissey, I saw the eye roll through the sunglasses there. That
was a good one.
And the 0-2 coming up here. Sure, that's a little flare. Natty dumps a base hit in. Larks with a little something doing here. Natty did not try to do too much.
Put the ball in play.
He did. He put the ball right over the head of Mackey, and the tying run sits there at first base, and it looks like Zach Duncan coming in to run, work gloves and all.
Just trying to keep those hands warm.
So Duncan comes in to run for Natty. And so Shearer, in perhaps unfamiliar territory, he has an ERA of 2.49.
I'm feeling a walk-off.
As Tate Winfield coming to bat. Tot on the ground at Mackey. Mackey slow roller. He's going to go for the tag and the throw over. And Tate sliding in and is safe. Dangerous play there by Tate. I think he beat it out anyway. Mackey wasn't quite sure what to do as he makes the tag. So still Tate will walk it off. He hit the bag pretty hard on the slide. And Bob comes to bat here. Bob hit a home run in his last at-bat. Business picking up here for the Larks.
Yeah, Tate looks a little bit shaken up from that play.
Got to remember to put the count up and the outs since Ian's on the mission.
Oh, yeah. The secret mission.
Well, don't mention out loud. It's a secret, Jared.
You're right, you're right.
So it looks like Tate's going to be okay. Todd over there at first base. And Bob.
Tate's a tough guy. He'll shake it off.
Top of the order here now for the Larks. In the bottom of the 7th. On the ground and the hole from the shortstop. Beeville to throw over, and that will do it. The inning-ending double play from Deville over to Mackey to Bays. Larks fall here in Game 1 of our doubleheader, 2-1. What was a really good baseball game.
Very good game.
And we will take a break, and we'll be back with the start of Game 2 right here on the Lark Network.